Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're back with another album review. Today we've got one of my favourite artists. I've done a review on one of his albums before. It's IDK. We've got the album IDK and Friends. It come out today of recording, so 26th of June 2020. It's 24 minutes long and 33 seconds. Only 9 tracks. But I'm expecting big things because it's IDK. But I really enjoyed the first IDK and Friends, and all these other albums have been good, obviously. So I'm expecting big things. It's hot outside, but it's too hot inside. So I've done it outside. But first song, it's only 54 seconds, so I'm assuming it's like an interlude, is Omata, I'm saying. But let's see what it's about.
You know what the fuck old murder means? Shut the fuck up, Holmes.
That's Kanye.
We just went over this.
Probably not Kanye, but it sounds like it. Just standard interlude. I think it was Kanye. It probably isn't, but the shut the fuck up sounded a lot like Kanye, but there's nothing you can really say from an interlude. Next up, we have Riley. It's 2 minutes 39 seconds long. It's got featuring Sandman. Now, I've only ever heard one song from Sandman, and it was okay. But other than that, he's offbeat, and it's not a good offbeat. His wordplay's alright. His voice just ain't it. IDK is so much better. I just prefer to hear IDK on it. Yeah, Sandman kills it. It's not it. It's not it. Riley weren't all that. Maisie's off camera, so if you do hear me talking to someone, it's probably Maisie. What do you think?
That one was crap.
There you go. The next up, we've got it's Mazel Tov. I've already heard it. It's 2 minutes 18 seconds long, or 2 minutes 20 seconds, sorry. And it's featuring A$AP Ferg. A$AP Ferg, best A$AP member. Easily. But obviously I've already heard it, but I'll still listen anyway. It's a fun little song. Here comes Ferg. Goated. Mazel Tov. It was alright. I've heard better songs from IDK and A$AP Ferg. Agree?
Yeah.
There you go. But no, I've heard better songs from both. It wasn't a bad song. It's probably the best song on obviously the album so far. But we've still got 5 more to go. So hopefully it can pick up from here, because right now it's not it. But next up we have got Square Up. It's 3 minutes 27 seconds long, and it's featuring Juicy J. I like a bit of Juicy J now and then.
Simon says.
Sever that one, but I guess we'll just see what it's about. IDK kills beats. Like, he flows over a lot of different style of beats, a lot. And it's very, very, very impressive. That's what I think, I don't know the cat. She wanna know, wanna see where it's at. Fuck me, no going back. I love IDK, but I'm not feeling this album. Is He Real was a lot better. What's his obsession with Doja Cat and her riding dick? Simp. IDK be simping. Juicy come on to it quite nice. It sounds a lot quieter than the beat though, which I'm not liking. All these beats so far have been very heavy hitting, very in your face, which ain't a bad thing. Square Up, featuring Juicy J, was alright. Probably the best song on the album so far, but that's not hard because it's not been very good so far. But yeah, probably the best. Still expecting better from IDK. Juicy J was quite nice in it. Like I said, he was sounding a bit quiet on the song, which was disappointing. Again, the beat was probably the standout point of it all. And IDK flowing off beats works every time, really. But just expecting better from him. Next up is 3 minutes and 3 seconds long. It's got Denzel Curry and Maxo Cream. I like a bit of Maxo Cream and Denzel Curry and IDK. So I should like this song, theoretically. And it's called Bulletproof. See what this one's about. Denzel's choruses are very, very underrated as well. Different approach for IDK, slower. See, Denzel Ain't the best singer, but it does work. Max O'Keem, his album last year was very, very nice. Very, very nice. This is probably the best song. I know it's, again, probably not hard to beat, but Bulletproof, it's decent, it's a nice little song. Bulletproof, probably, like I said, probably the best song on the album so far. Denzel's chorus was very, very nice. Maxo he flowed off it nicely as well as IDK. I think IDK was probably the weakest, and I was expecting a verse from Denzel, but the chorus was lovely. So I'll take that. Hopefully it picks up from here. Let's keep the momentum going. Next up, it's 2 minutes 48 seconds long. It's got PNB Rock featuring in it. It's called End of Discussion. Like I said, hopefully Bulletproof can make the momentum go back up after it's been a disappointing album so far, and it's quite short, so it's got to make an impact sooner rather than later. But let's see what End of Discussion's about. Straight in. I don't listen to too much PNB Rock, but I hear big things off him. The harmonising in the background on this beat is lovely as well, you know. IDK, PNB both doing nice as well. Kind of talking instead of singing or rapping. This and Bulletproof back to back. Two good songs back to back.
I say, bitch, my love language is the dick. I got problems trying to see the ones that's faking who's legit. I know I'm
too horny. I'm liking this one as well. Impacted both of them very well on this track. End of Discussion. That and Bulletproof probably the two best songs so far. Probably End of Discussion probably edges it a little bit, just because like I was saying, the harmonising in the background of the beat, and PNB on the chorus was nice, and IDK performed well as well. So it was 100% just all round good. But let's get into the next track. It's 1 minute 42 seconds long, and it's called Tooth Fairy, and it's got Ronnie J obviously on production. Ronnie J's a big producer, so I'm expecting a hard-hitting beat like they all have been, really. In the Discussion was probably the lightest beat we've had, but let's see what Tooth Fairy's about. Not as hard-hitting beat as I thought, but it's got them bits in it, like that. Oh, bit of fast rapping from IDK there. It's probably the best individual part of IDK I've heard on this album so far. It's been quite lacklustre on the other ones, but this is probably the best one I've seen him shine. Tooth Fairy was alright. Obviously I think the previous two were better, but like I said, that was probably the best individual performance from IDK I've seen off this album so far. Again, the production was good, but I don't expect anything less from Ronnie J. Quite short, but I've said in his previous album review I've done, IDK doesn't need to have long songs for them to impact and be good. He can have a short song and he can still get his point across and just get the atmosphere across and make it hype and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was decent. It was a decent song. I've heard this song before as well, and I'm pretty sure there is a video also, and it's called 495, and it's got Rico Nasty, Young Manny, Big Flock, Big Jam, Door Slam, and Weensay. And it's 3 minutes 57 seconds long, so it's a long song. I have heard it before. I feel like there's too many artists on it, but I'll listen anyway. The chorus is good. I didn't expect it, but then you hear the beat drop like this. And this beat is hard. I don't know who this is, but they're not good on it. But like I said, there's too many people on this like track. IDK was probably the best on this track as well.
That song was crap.
Like I've repeated multiple times, there's too many people on the track. Don't need that many features on a song and try and squeeze it smaller than 4 minutes. Just have one or two and then have some on the other things. The beat was hard, but if the beat weren't good, then it wouldn't be good. But let's go on to the 9th and final track now, and this one's called Live For It, and it's got Wale and Alex Vaughn. 3 minutes 41 seconds long. See what this one's about. To see how he ends off this album and see how he just puts a little bow on top of a present was not very good. It's like waiting for this album. It was like I was really excited, like it's Christmas, and then you get socks. It's a slower and more methodical track on this one though. Who is this singing? Is this Alex? Because he's very good. It's an interesting way to finish it after such a hard hitting on like the production and stuff on all the other tracks, to end it on a slow song, but then it's switching it up and it's only 9 tracks, so is it worth switching it up? The production again is very nice. I'm getting good vibes from it. Live for it. Good, nice little track. Probably it was a sweet way to end off the album, but let's discuss which is my least favourite and my most favourite songs. Alright, as there only being 9 tracks, it's quite difficult to get into the songs. Like only certain artists, like Pusha T done it with only 7, Kanye done it with 7 tracks. Obviously Kid Cudi and Kanye done it with 7 tracks. But it can be difficult for a little amount of songs to impact the atmosphere and set a tone for the album. But if I was going to pick favourites, it probably would be Bulletproof, End of Discussion, and probably Two Ferry, but Two Ferry's a bit 50-50 for me. My least favourite, probably, obviously, the Interlude. I don't really bother counting them because it's an interlude. Riley, probably 495 as well. And probably Mazel Tov. So 2 of the ones he previously released are probably my least favourite. Like, they're all right tracks. They're just not wow compared to the other 3 that I really liked. But what would I rate it out of 10? Now, it's not very good. Obviously, I gave Is He Real a 9 because it was a work of art, Is He Real, but you could tell he spent a long time on it. This one, I know it's only for fun and it's just to get a lot of artists on these features and stuff like that, but it didn't really hit as well as when IDK and the first IDK and Friends come out. I get the vibe he's going for, and like it's also down as basketball county soundtrack or whatever, so obviously it was probably needed to be made by now, but I would rather have just waited for another year really, or waited longer for another IDK album, only being 24 minutes long and 9 tracks, which weren't 3, well 2 really were great. If I was going to rate it out of 10, obviously the length and the amount of songs has killed it, and I feel like his other projects were better. Yeah, rate it out of 10, I'm going to go for probably a high 3, so 3 out of 10. I know it seemed very low, but I'm comparing it to his other projects and stuff like that, and I'm going to be critical and strict on it. It weren't good. I didn't enjoy it. Compared to Is He Real especially, it just weren't for me. But thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you could share this video, it would be very much appreciated, and I'll see you all later.